Well, hello viewers, how's it going? It has been brought to my attention recently that the F-150s, particularly 2011 series that I have released on my channel, have been more variations of the, shall we say, more expensive kind. So, on that basis, I provide to you the 2011 Ford F-150 XLT. Today, we're up here at Grapevine Ford Lincoln once again, located in Grapevine, Texas. And as quite a lot of you know, with all of my other videos, this is going to be an in-depth tour of the F-150. We'll start the engine, show it off, go over some of the performance details, as well as take a look at some of the unique and interesting features on the interior and exterior. So, without any further time to waste, let's go ahead and start the engine. We'll let it run for a while. This particular F-150 wears the blue flame metallic exterior. Chrome-plated door handles, as well as the SecuriCode keypad keyless entry. Has the steel gray cloth interior. Full front row bench seat. Now this F-150 may look like your average F-150, and it may do the same things you ask of it as your average F-150. However, this truck does not sound like your average F-150. Right off the bat, you notice it is an extremely quiet engine. The steering, as with most F-150s, is very fluid indeed. Has a 6-speed select shift automatic transmission on the column. The manual shifting is done by the button on the shifter. Both the driver and passenger windows are automatic. Now the reason that this F-150 XLT sounds much more different than your average F-150 is because under the hood, this XLT houses a 3.5 liter twin turbocharged EcoBoost V6. Now to most you may be saying, well, it's just the same engine as the Taurus SHO or the Flex Titanium, and that is where you're wrong. This engine has been slightly modified to produce 365 horsepower, same as the SHO or Flex Titanium, but a rather surprising 420 pound-feet of torque. And to give you an idea of how much more that is than the SHO and the Titanium, the Taurus SHO's at 3.5 EcoBoost only puts out 350 foot-pounds of torque. You also will notice that the license plate is slightly off-center rather than the traditional F-150s where it is right in the center here, and that's because the intercooler for the turbos is right behind the front grille, as you can see. And let's go ahead and rev it up a couple times. We'll see how those twin turbos sound. A little slow after 3,000 revs, but still nice. Hear a little bit of whistle. Very nice sounding engine. And this truck only has 3.7 miles on its odometer. And now we'll go ahead and turn on the headlights, pull the switch for the fog lights, as well as turn on the hazards. And we'll check out the exterior of the XLT. For more basic models such as the XL and even the XLT, you do have the option of a 3.7 liter V6 that puts out 305 horsepower. This truck is also the Texas Edition F150, which means there's a lot of chrome options on it, including the chrome grille, has 18-inch chrome-clad alloy wheels with the 6-lug configuration. Sitting out here in the sunlight, this blue is actually almost as bright as the grabber blue that you can find on the Mustang 5.0. It has not been rated in 2011 for crash tests, however it has a 4-star rollover already. However, for 2010, the F-150 received 5 stars in both front and side crash test ratings and a 4-star rollover once again. You also have the chrome running boards. As you can see, it's a Super Cruise, so it has 4 doors. Has the chrome exhaust tip finisher. When I said earlier that the F-150s that I've been featuring are the more expensive versions, what I really meant to say was that it was requested of me that I do a truck that not only has the EcoBoost V6, but that also is more for, shall we say, the working class man. So you might think of this review as killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Quite a very unique looking F-150 with that blue flame paint. This also has the option of either a 5.5 foot or 6.5 foot bed. This particular one having the 5.5 foot bed. And now we'll go ahead and move on to the interior of the XLT. Like I said, it is the steel gray cloth interior with full front and rear bench seats. The middle section of the front bench seat can be folded down to reveal cup holders in the front, as well as extra storage capacity. And with that middle section, it can be the difference between having room for 5 or room for 6 passengers. All of your power options for the vehicle are located here on the door. You have power mirrors, power door locks, automatic driver and passenger window, one touch in both directions, the rest of the power windows, as well as window locks. Other automatic options include power adjustable foot pedals and automatic headlights. The driver's seat is power adjustable in both backwards and forwards directions. However, it has manual height adjustment and manual lumbar support. And even though this truck says we are in transport mode, technically that's kind of a useless deal because, as you can see by the key, it does not have remote start. All of your radio and LCD screen display controls are here on the steering wheel. Like I said, automatic headlights, fog lights. You also have Microsoft Sync as standard on a lot of Ford vehicles. You also have automatic air conditioning, or excuse me, not automatic air conditioning because it is single zone air conditioning. Might as well turn it on for a little bit. It is a little warm in here. But you also get Sirius satellite radio as well as an AM/FM stereo with CD player. I know that clock is way off, but you get the idea.
All the fools who fell for the and this is fire, 50 and Jeremiah, number one, there's nothing higher. Get it, I see it, baby. Work it, down, get it. I do it like a king do. If these animals, then I'ma have a mink sing. Tell them, I say put my name on my wall. I speak the truth.
Extra sunglasses holders, vanity mirrors. Quite a nice vehicle indeed. Now we'll go ahead and shut the engine down, and we'll move on to the rest of the vehicle. Quite ample legroom in the back. As you can see by how far I have to stretch out, quite a considerable amount of leg travel. And even so, if I were to move over where this seat is all the way back, I still have quite a considerable amount. This rear seat can just easily be folded down. There's a lever of some kind that you have to pull to release, but anyways, you get the idea. That locks in place when the seat is folded up. You have the easy fuel filler cap. Like I said, it's a 5.5 foot bed. This truck does not have the optional trailer step like some of the more expensive vehicles. Just your basic average work truck. Manually adjustable passenger seat. Show you the extra storage capacity here. You can release the seat. Oh, well, I'll leave it down. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this look at the 2011 Ford F150 XLT with the EcoBoost V6. If you have any questions pertaining to this particular F150 or any of the others you see here at Grapevine Ford Lincoln, please feel free to contact them at grapevinefordlincoln.com. Thank you for watching, everybody.